So we're talking here about the attitudes towards marketing. And consider what your attitude is. I think nobody really is talking about this, but I think when we're marketing a book, we have an idea of who we want to be like. We want to be like one of our favorite writers, and we present ourselves in that way, and we put our book out in that way. And we may spend thousands of dollars marketing. You really kind of have to, if you expect to get very far, spend at least $5,000 marketing. And that will include things like paid reviews, not for Amazon, of course, you don't pay for reviews there, but paid reviews, um, you know, a forward, for example. And so that's a lot of money. And think about it, if you're writing literary fiction and you're spending $5,000, you want to be really careful because you may not get much of that back. Now, if you've been published by a spectacular press, absolutely top notch, and they're going to be putting your books in all the best stores and they're working with you with marketing, sure. I mean, you do your marketing whether you're published by a literary press or a traditional press. It's up to you to do the marketing and to spend the money for it. But if you are spending a whole lot of money for marketing for literary books, just be aware that you are spending money that you will probably never see a return on directly. You will see a return on it if you're teaching, editing, for example. But if you're wanting to get money back on those books, you probably won't. And so if you have plenty of money to spare, fantastic. You're in an ideal position. If you don't have plenty of money to spare, think about it. Think about it emotionally. What is your reason? What is your reason for spending a lot of money, spending all of your time trying to get reviews for your books, and you may get very little return financially? What do you get in return? You get in return, you've made your mark on the world. You have created something. You have added to the greatness in this world. And you have pushed the dialogue of innovation to a new topic. You have made a difference to the readers' lives. And you've also fulfilled your own hopes and dreams. You've established your identity. Now, for many people in the literary fiction, I think it's mostly about their identity. As soon as they have one story unpaid in a dinky online magazine, they change on Facebook their career. What do you do for a living? Author, writer. You know, that's not really that's not really what you are if you're not making any money from it yet. But that's what people do. And I see hundreds of thousands of people do this. And why? Because it's about wrapping yourself up in the identity of an author. Why does that matter to you? And this is your homework, is to sincerely consider, why does that matter? Why do you need to be considered a writer? Does that help your self-esteem? Does that help how you relate to other people? Does that help how you relate to yourself, how you relate to your past, the messages you tell yourself? And practice very good hygiene with that. You can let yourself get away with that for a while until you go broke. Um, but eventually, you don't want to be spending all your time on something if you're losing money, if you're losing time, if it's destroying your body, if it's not getting you ahead, if it's for assuaging your insecurity.